There's the cover, My Ackee Tree. It's a new memoir. It comes out today by renowned chef, restaurateur, and social activist Suzanne Barr. It recounts her personal path of discovery and how the love of food and family sort of intersects in mysterious and beautiful ways. And we welcome Chef Barr to CP24 Breakfast. Good morning, Chef.
Hi, good morning. Hi, everyone.
Thanks for joining us. Look, let's start here. I think every good party and many of life's most memorable, meaningful moments begin and end in the home kitchen. So how
100%.
How did food, lead to a closer relationship with your family and your Jamaican culture?
I think it really started when my mom was diagnosed with cancer and, struggling with understanding how to prepare a meal for her that she needed, finding the right nutrients and understanding like her body needed specific things. And it made me also think about how comfort food does that for folks. Mm-hmm. Comfort food is that thing that you want to eat when you're not feeling well, or you need a lift of spirit, or you need joy in your life. And so that took me on the journey at the age of 30 to understand that maybe food is a it's a tool that I can use in my life to continue to educate myself. And then on that path, I was able to really research my family. I was researching what made me the most happiest. When was I the most fulfilled in my life? And that was when I was eating, drinking, breaking bread, and with friends and family. And so it was this opportunity to continue to do that with opening a restaurant on my own. Mm-hmm. And spreading that story to anyone that wanted to come and eat in our restaurant. And Saturday Dinette was that. That's and great. This recipe that it's here today is what really represents a big part of what we were able to create at Saturday Dinette.
Well, tell us about that. Comfort food's like a warm bath for the soul and the appetite. What are you showing us today?
So today we're actually making a dish that I first experienced when I was in the south of France with my husband. We were traveling together, and we were standing in a line watching people waiting for this hot, crispy, flavorful, oily dish called soca. And soca then became one of our staples at Saturday Dinette. So what I'm adding to this to make it a little bit more essence, there are more floral and beautiful, is some fresh rosemary. So I've chopped up some rosemary. I have chickpea flour. It's gluten-free, which is a beautiful for anyone that is sensitive to any gluten. And it also lends to this lightness and this airiness in this particular crepe, as I like to call it, and is really what it is. So I'm adding a bit of olive oil, and then I'm adding a bit of water to create a pancake-like consistency. That pancake-like consistency is really what's going to give you this beautiful texture. And really, if it's too thin or too thin, you can adjust it. You can add a bit more chickpea flour. You can add a bit more water. This can stay in your fridge for up to a week. It's a wonderful dish to offer, whether it's in the morning. You can add other herbs. You can have it on its own. But the wonderful thing about this dish is that it just is so flavorful, and it really tells a story of this region of the south of France and what the people love to eat during the summer months with a glass of rosé.
Wow, you talk about breaking the bread. It breaks the ice, right? Food's the great global ambassador. We talked about this in the commercial. It gets people to, drop the phone and, grab a fork and get together and share meals. That's the most important thing, right? We don't do enough of that.
No, we don't. And these past 2 years, I think for a lot of folks, it took people back into the kitchen and welcomed people into being inspired by cooking together, being in the space, whether you were at home or when you were able to go to a friend's or family's house and talk about what was happening in our lives, what's had been happening these last 2 years. And so eating and exploring and just taking an adventure within food was probably what we all did because we missed traveling. So I traveled back to the south of France making this, and this brought a lot of warmth in my heart because I remembered the moment that I first tasted this dish. Well, and I think anyone that makes it will love it.
Suzanne, thanks for sharing a little bit of your comfort food with us. The book's called My Ackee Tree, Suzanne Barr. We can't wait to read it and taste more of your delicious food. And thanks for giving us some time, and good luck with the new book.
Thank you so very much.